Welcome to another episode of Jump In, an SA Festival of Motoring show presented by Westbank. My name is Jacob Mushokwa, and today we'll discuss a little more about the NAAMSA conference that will be taking place at the show and some of the logistics, everything that goes behind putting together such a massive show. We're joined in studio today by Sean Swart and Neil Piper. They are from Messe Frankfurt SA. I got that right.
Well done, Jacob.
Guys, welcome. Thank you for joining us in studio.
Thank you very much.
Cool stuff.
Nice to see you.
Neil, you're a bit of a newbie to this, so I'll start with you, just to ease you into it nicely.
Great.
Now, why is the NAAMSA conference taking place at the SA Festival of Motoring show?
Well, let's start with, so the NAAMSA Automotive Conference is in association with the Innovation Group. It's going to take place on the 31st of August alongside the Festival of Motoring. And the broader goal of the NAAMSA Automotive Conference is to promote the role that NAAMSA plays in the industry as the leading collective voice of the broader automotive industry. And it's there to impart great knowledge and will cover issues that the industry are grappling with at the moment.
Sean, now bringing in the NAAMSA conference to this event obviously is taking this to another level, not from a consumer perspective, now for industry perspectives as well. Bringing it in was a great idea, you guess?
Well, firstly, we are a marketing platform. We see ourselves as a marketing platform for the motoring industry. And this was just the next organic level for us to grow and also serve the motoring industry and create this platform along with 70,000 visitors.
Neil, I just thought that this was going to be just a laid-back conference, but now I'm seeing names like the Minister of Trade and Industry, Rob Davies, coming to speak as well. This is a big deal.
No, it is a big deal. So having the Minister there is really important at this time for the industry because everybody's holding their breath for this post-2020 automotive development plan. It's a massive issue for the industry, but it's not just about Rob Davies. We've got Johan de Nysschen coming all the way from the United States. Recently he headed up Cadillac there, and he's going to come and impart his vast automotive knowledge. But then just going back to the conference and the broad themes of the conference. So the overarching theme of the conference is called Paths to the Future, and there are various themes within that. So we've got the post-2020 Automotive Industry Development Program, which I've just mentioned. We're talking about Africa and regional market development, and then also mobility trends and digital transformation of the industry. So these are key factors that everybody in the industry is talking about, and they need the tools to equip them to manage that change that the consumer is going through at the moment.
Now, Sean, me as a visitor, if I want to take part in this and attend this conference, how do I go about booking a spot?
Well, great news. Well, let's start with the bad news. There's limited seats available. Obviously, you can imagine with the lineup that Neil just referenced to. But the good news is your NAAMSA ticket also enables you to visit the whole event as a whole, experience all the elements, all the activations. So it's a fantastic deal.
Oh, all right. Now, Neil, you mentioned Johan de Nysschen, South African born, if I'm not mistaken, as well as Rob Davies. Who else have you got that's going to be speaking at this event?
So we've got the likes of Justin Kutsia from Go Metro. We've got Dr. Alec Erwin. Everybody remembers Dr. Alec Erwin and the massive impact he had on the broader industry. And we've got a host of speakers that the guys need to find out more. They need to go onto the Festival of Motoring website. All the details are there, plus the various topics that the speakers will be talking about. And if they wanted to buy their ticket right now, because they're so excited about this, they need to log on to itickets.co.za, just search for the NAAMSA Automotive Conference, and all the details are there.
All right, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on Jump In. It's always a pleasure chatting about this. Sean, is there anything else you want to add before we wrap things up?
Well, we might want to mention that we're so fortunate to have these speakers and the management of Neil into this whole NAAMSA conference. And we actually we created and put in place a dedicated team just working on this NAAMSA conference. It's going to be something South Africa, in my opinion, haven't seen before, and it's well worth a visit.
I think you're right. It takes it to another level, like I mentioned earlier. Just not from the consumer, also for the industry big dogs to come as well and hear out about the future of South Africa's automotive industry, I guess.
100%, and again, just going back to that role that NAAMSA plays. You know, it's a critical industry body. And then for us, it's an all-encompassing
It is.
event. You know, so like you mentioned, we're going to cover both the consumer and the broader industry.
And we're very fortunate to be the only event in South Africa to be endorsed by the NAMSA.
Yeah.
Oh wow! I guess again, this show just keeps getting bigger and better. Hey, Sean.
Yes, it does.
Gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Neil Piper as well as Sean Swart from Messe Frankfurt SA. It's always a pleasure chatting to you guys.